Come in the Rolls Royce then, Sam.
Aye, chauffeur's waiting for me. He gets naughty when I'm late.
I could give you a lift. It's on the way if the runs up and down in a straight line.
They've stopped petrol ration. I'm running on what's left of last month's coupons.
Are you selling it then?
It was fun while it lasted.
Les said you promised him a trip to Scarborough.
I didn't count on petrol ration being cut, did I? Staff were bloody grip saving dollars. I'd forgotten about Les. I could manage a run up to Buckmore on Sunday. I'm canvassing for Taffy Dent on Saturday. It's elections in 2 weeks' time.
Back in the losing horse there, aren't you? And your granddad standing in the same ward. What's he reckon to it?
Ask him.
Here, Johnny Scummer's been back for you. I've been out to see your father, young Foster.
You all right? They onto you for?
They were plaguing me.
What about?
They were plaguing me, that's all. Man with a hammer.
Trouble.
It starts, but it doesn't go. Serious?
Gearbox has had it.
Oh. I'll need a tow then.
Aye, to the nearest scrapyard.
Oh, Dad'll be pleased.
Best you can afford.
What's so special about yours then?
It goes.
Ethel! I'm home! I'm home! Ethel! I'm home!
Oh, you're home then. I'm sorry I wasn't here. Why are you early?
I'm not. I'm late if out.
It must be that clock then. Didn't you put it right by the news last night?
I'm not supposed to touch it since last Christmas.
Must be losing then.
It's not clock, Ethel. You're late. I'm not complaining. I'm standing up for clock. Where you been?
Remind me to put that up in the window after I've got your dinner, will you?
What is it?
It's an election poster.
Wasted time.
You reckon?
You get in without posters. They'll vote for him blind round here, me dad.
Will they? Well, we've got 3 choices this time, haven't we? Taffy Dent, your dad, and him.
put this up in our window.
Why not?
Well, my dad, for one thing. He represents ratepayers, him.
Which is what we are, isn't it, since we got this house from Sam?
But he's a boss. He's one of the bosses from Weston's. We can't put him up in our window.
You're at perfect liberty to put your poster up if you've got one. This is mine. It'll show we're a democratic household, won't it? Well, we are, aren't we?
Ah, well, but me dad will go spare.
Don't you like democracy, then?
Well, aye, but not round here where we're known. They'll laugh at him in street if you put this up.
Well, give him a chance to show he's got a sense of humour, won't it? Like a chap that can laugh at himself. You can see the funny side of it, can't you?
It's a dream, all this, you know, what he's written down in here. What's this park he talks about? Where is it?
In his head.
Where's the land to come from?
I don't think he's let that worry him at this stage.
A dream.
We need dreams, Taffy. Look out there at the stacks. Who's going to move them? How are they ever to be moved? And the mucky streets, back-to-backs, earth closets and outside privies. We need a dream.
Churchill offered us blood, sweat and tears.
Ah, and after 5 years of it, they turned their backs on him.
He talked us through, though, didn't he?
With a dream. A victory. Would we have held on without it? And it's real now.
Jack's heart's in the right place, Taffy.
I know that, Polly. I haven't a doubt in heaven about that.
It'll not please him to fight you, not you as you are.
Aye.
How's Cassie?
Oh, she's well.
You're not, though, are you? You should rest.
I know that, too. I need 6 months in office, no more.
What could you do in 6 months?
Finish something I started, haven't I'd resign then. I've still got a following, you know. Choose what's been said about me. We shall split the vote between us.
Thanks, Edie.
I've packed him down to Morris Naylor's office. Mum's with him and she's got my key.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, it's Dave Ellis, isn't it? I used to see you about with.
Well, it's possible, yes.
I used to walk round Cuddy with a college scarf on when he came home, Dave. Got to university under his own steam. It takes brains to get out of pit. That's what they say about somebody like Dave.
But you need brains down the pit, then?
Well, you do if you want to stop alive. We run ourselves down. Anybody's better than us. It takes brains and sense to get out, we say. So where's that leave us? What's he doing these days, Dave?
He's in Germany, in the army.
Fraternising with the Fräuleins? Sorry, I didn't think. You probably still see him.
I did occasionally. Not anymore. He seems to want to stay there. He's obsessed with helping the Germans.
Idealist?
Oh, he's that, yes. Oh, get you, Johnny! No, you won't.
Dad.
It's not to do with me.
Don't say anything if he doesn't. Pretend we've not seen it, eh? You're late. I put it in the oven with a plate over it.
I stopped back an hour to have a word with Alf Cooper.
There we are.
You've seen it, have you? Hmm? And you. Have you seen it?
Seen what, love?
That poster in your daughter-in-law's window telling everybody to vote for bloody independent. She's as bad as that fly-by-night that's working for Toffee Dent.
Well, she's like most folk, Ethel. She doesn't reckon much to any of them. They promise you the earth, and you get nought in the end. And you're lucky if they don't make a worse mess of things than there is already. You've said so yourself.
Ollie, I'm standing in this election.
I know you are.
Why, you'd not think it to listen to you. I've promised to do all I can to get this place fit to live in.
You will do all you can, I know you will.
Oh, she doesn't bloody think so, does she?
She doesn't really understand about politics, doesn't Ethel?
Well, you do, eh?
Well, I should do by now, living among you lot all these years.
Then you know how to vote, don't you?
When the time comes, I do. After I've thought about it. I think about it, and then I do what I think's right.
You've to think about it, what's right?
Aren't I supposed to think about it?
Well, you feel you need to think about it.
Well, short of closing my eyes and putting a cross, I do. You wouldn't want to get voted in like that, would you? Will you bring your plates in when you're finished?
40-odd years I've been entitled to the vote. Never missed once, nor let her miss neither.
Since women got the vote, you mean?
Aye. She could have been cancelling me out.
She wouldn't do that.
We've had independents put up from time to time. Have you ever asked her how she's voted?
I took it for granted.
You must vote as you think fit, regardless of me.
I always have.
I know who you vote for anyway.
Do you?
Is your friend gone? Edie said you were with Sarah Corby.
Well, no, she's not gone. No. Where'd you spring from?
Been washing up in the back kitchen. Edie's taken me on part-time.
Well, I didn't think it'd suit you, this place, Cass.
You should try being on your own in the house all day. And I don't work for nothing, you know.
Aye. Well, I'll be round tonight for your dad to go canvassing. I don't know about later. I'm running out of petrol.
You'll go with him, though, won't you?
He don't need me. I just stand there while he talks.
No, I mean to watch out for him. Well, I know you only do it to spite your granddad.
Who
but
told you that?
Nobody. I'm right, though, aren't I? Did you want anything?
All right, same again, please, Cass.
What's in this glass?
Dry sherry.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm new to it. Which bottle?
That one there. No, that one.
How much do I put in?
You use that measure there.
Like this?
Dead right. And I'm having bitter from there.
Well, Edie hasn't shown me how to use that yet.
I'll show you. You put this hand under here. Put that hand up there. And pull! Lovely! What kind of perfume do you use?
Oh, yes.
Hello, Edie. Just showing Cass how to do it.
Aye, I can see that. Needs showing, does she?
You better finish off with me. I'll get back to the kitchen and get done.
Back where you belong, you. This is my side of heaven.
I got you another.
So I see.
Your mother's in the car. I've told her you'll drive her home. Lazyman's picking me up.
What about my old crate?
The garage is seen to it.
Fair enough. Better drink up then.
Where's the sense in that? Drinking at that rate, where's the sense in it?
I'll see you later. Thanks again for the lift. Or is it thanks for the lift again?
How many has she had?
3.
She's got away with her sometimes. You can't tell whether she's drunk or bloody sober. Whiskey?
I'm drinking beer.
I went with it like they do in Scotland. Whiskey and a chaser.
All right, I'll have one then.
2 large whiskies, Edie. How long you been here?
Since last January, Mr. Carby.
A year or 2 since you're in here. I don't use pubs much these days. You got something to do with that wasteland beside of Cowley Street Mission, they tell me.
Have I?
Well, don't you know?
It's left to me dad.
Unless you want to get hold of him, then.
It had to be you.
Aye. You'll bust a gut carrying that. Give it here.
Have you just finished?
Aye. I'm on nights this week.
Well, that'll put a stop to your dancing then, won't it?
Aye. Where'd you want it?
Oh, under the table in the scullery. You better wash your hands. The handle's greasy.
Come on in, the water's grand.
After you, thanks all the same.
Where's your dad?
Didn't he come round to your house?
I've not been home yet.
Oh, he'll have gone to Billy Fern's for a committee room poster to stick in the window.
Tell him I'll be round from about 4. I'm running out of petrol, so it's Shank's pony tonight. Polling day tomorrow.
Be glad when it's over, won't you?
Ah, don't do much.
You do more than you think. Apart from a mate or two, he'd have been on his own but for you. You've kept his spirits up.
Kept mine up too, seeing you every day.
Oh, shut up, Sam. You'd a better reason than that for sticking it out.
Like spiting me granddad. That's what you said a week or two back.
I wasn't sure then. Didn't think you'd stick it. I was wrong, I'm sorry.
I was going to take you for a run to Seaside for the day when it was over. I was saving the last of me petrol coupons for it.
You've used them on me dad instead?
Nah, not altogether. I didn't think you'd come.
Well, you could have asked.
Well, you know what it says in Mrs. Holland's. Please do not ask for credit, as a refusal often offends.
There's only one thing I'm not sure about. Is it my dad you've been working for, or what he stands for?
Both happen. I'm not that much against me granddad. Halfway between him and Taffy, I suppose. Only I wish your dad wasn't tied in with Corby. Oh, I don't mean that stuff about Corby greasing his palm. I mean having any truck with him at all.
Don't you?
Well, it's business that was shoved on me. I'll be glad to see the back of it. I know what Taffy's after, but it starts to look like a game. He's a crafty one, that Taffy Dent, they say. Is that how he wants to be thought of?
If you know him as I do, you'd not think like that. I'm sorry you didn't ask me to go on that day out. I'd never seen the sea. What's it like?
I was a lad when last I saw it. I remember one thing, though. There's a hell of a lot of it.
I remember you when you were a lad. We were both in your Uncle Frank's class at one time. You were one of the lads that used to chase us up the road because we came from Galwick.
Aye. You can always find something to fall out over, kids. I could make it up to you now.
Oh, yes.
There's a day trip to Scarborough next Sunday. Only if I asked, you'd not come, would you? Are you working for Edie at Brown Cow this dinner time?
No, tonight.
Think it over anyway. I'll see you when I come round for Taffy, eh?
Not at school.
All day today and tomorrow.
They'll come to Bell's Wood with me then.
Sam's expecting me.
He'll understand.
He's expecting me.
Oh, well, then I write to stay. Yes, she stayed.
He's just finishing a game at dominoes. He'll be out in a second, he says.
Oh, thanks, Edie. How's Clarence?
Languishing.
I didn't know that. What's he suffering from?
What am I suffering from, don't you mean? It's no good taking a pub with a chap that's bone idle. Oh, aye, you can laugh. No fun to live with, I can tell you. Spends more time your side at bar than he does this. And if you order while you're in here, you pay best run prices. Understand?
Like being at home, eh?
I've been told you live on your own these days.
Have you?
I not fancy it.
I know plenty of married chaps that would.
I know a few married women that would and all. I not blame them.
They should have looked before they leapt.
Right.
Into wedlock.
Why?
You've one at your house that's more sense than most.
Sarah? Nay. There's so much to leap. Stop where they are. She's one of them.
What's wrong with stopping his yard?
Well, you know. Well, you don't, do you? You'll not be content to stand still, I'll tell you that.
Won't I?
You might think you will, but you're not.
Anyway, thanks very much, Mr. Corby.
You what?
That's what you wanted to talk to me about, wasn't it?
It bloody isn't, you cheeky young bugger. Eating? Whatever he's drinking.
Whiskey.
Large or small?
Pine.
Come again.
Oh, well, I mean a double, don't I?
Bloody hope so. Same for me, Edie.
Well, you got a bit left then.
Eh?
Out of them houses I sold you that you lost on.
Lost what? Who lost?
Well, you did, didn't you?
Like I think I did, wouldn't you?
You thought the clearance order would be lifted, and it won't. You paid me 80 quid more because you thought it would be.
80 quid more than what?
More than you'd have paid for him in the first place.
How does that compare with the other offers you had?
I didn't have any other offers. I had a bloody plumber to pay.
So how much do you know they're worth?
But they're worth what they're worth.
How much is that? I'll tell you then. They're worth what somebody's prepared to pay for them, aren't they? Now, I was prepared to pay what I paid. It doesn't follow there's not somebody else prepared to pay more than I did. Now or tomorrow or the next day.
But why should they?
Because that's what they're worth to them.
Well, they can't be worth more than...
Well, more than they're worth? How much do you say that is, then?
Don't make sense to me.
Well, it makes sense to me. It's what you call a free market. You could have had a lot more than you got for them 8 houses in your pocket if you bring yourself to see it. That wasteland that Toby left you, back of the chapel.
I told you, it wasn't left to me.
A trustee, aren't you?
I've no interest in it.
Taffy Dent has.
Ethel. Ethel, love.
What?
Mabersley.
What about it?
They'll think we're religious.
Does it worry you?
Couple we're postering window for a bloody Tory, it does. They'll think we're cranks. And besides...
Besides what?
Well, don't, eh?
It's my voice, isn't it? Is that what you were going to say? Would you mind moving? I want to come to clean. We don't want them to think we're not clean, do we?
Don't want you to think we're not clean.
Well, I've been asked by the candidate's wife if they can use our house for committee rooms for polling day tomorrow. We need the school, you see.
You said they could?
Well, yes, I did.
Ethel, love, you've gone too far. You've gone too far, Ethel.
I'm sorry you think I've gone too far, George. Would you mind telling me why you think I've gone too far?
You were on about democracy a week or so ago, weren't you?
Oh, was I?
But you'd have forgotten.
No, I've not forgotten, now you remind me.
This bloke you want to get onto council, he represents ratepayers, as I understand
That's
it.
right, he represents you and me.
Ethel, look, who pays the rates?
Well, as far as I can remember...
Who pays the rates, Ethel?
I think it was me that went to the council offices last May.
Who's bloody brass?
You call that democracy?
That's democracy, Ethel.
Well, not in my book, it's not.
You've been hobnobbing with the rich, haven't you? It's that 3-piece I got you for front room. It's gone to your head.
He's not rich. He's only an under-manager.
Under-managers kept me out of work for 5 years before the war. Only an under-manager.
You're living in the past, George. You're antiquated.
If he sets his foot in here, I shall antiquate him. I'll antiquate him out on the toe of me boot. You'll vote for me, Dad. And if you can't bring yourself to do that, then you'll vote for Taffy Dent. You heard? I'm putting my foot down, Ethel. Honeymoon's over.
You're right, George. It bloody is!
How are you?
I'm grand. How are you?
I'm supposed to give you a couple of aspirins and send you home.
Thinks I'm scuppered, does he?
He's had to go down to the workshop. I'd offer you a drink, but I suppose that'd be adding insult to injury.
I'll have a drink.
You sure that's not just bravado?
I'll have a drink.
Scotch?
Aye, if that's what you've got. Who plays the Joanna?
I do.
Classical stuff.
Beds of all sorts, but not very well.
Thanks. Where's yours?
Oh, I'll skip this round. Winter's coming.
Aye. My half-brother plays classical stuff. He's got certificates. Bach he likes.
Do you like Bach?
I'll listen.
But nothing happens.
A noise.
That's honest. Some people pretend.
Why?
Well, I feel it's something they ought to know about, like which knife and fork to use.
Ah. Well, that's something else. There's a lot of things I don't know in life.
It worries you?
I bought him a gramophone when we left Skeleton to cheer him up. We shared a room for years. I like to watch him when he listens. Some people feel things more than others, don't they?
Yes, I suppose so. Don't ask me why.
Aye. Like knives and forks. I went to a place once with my granddad that's dead. There was 3 knives and 3 forks. I didn't know which one to use. I knew there was 1 right and 2 wrong uns. So I thought, I'll watch him. Only his was late coming, and he told me to start. Bah, I sweated guts.
Which ones did you choose?
The wrong uns. Daft. Bothering about nothing like that.
You can help me, if you will. Dad's asked me to try and trace your father.
When are we going home, Mum?
Well, if you'd rather not, of course. Oh, look, love, I won't bother you with it.
I'll help if I can.
I have to collect Mum from the vicarage. I'll only be 5 minutes. Can you wait?
I'll wait.
Are you sure you wouldn't like those aspirin?
I'm grand. I'll wait for you.
When are we going home, Mum? When are we going home, Mum? When are we going home, Mum?
When? Yes, when? And when we do, you've nothing to do as you're told. And speak when you're spoken to, and not upset your dad like you do. Or one day he'll go away and he won't come back. He won't come back one day and never, ever, never come back.
Edie's expecting me.
Well, go on then. I'll wait till Sam gets here.
Well, he's late.
He's been late before. We'll be back before you.
Now, you'll not go without him.
I'll not have to. We've not but 4 streets to do. And the Cuddy Road. You're a right little worrier, aren't you? Go and get her for you.
He's asked me to go on a day trip to Scarborough.
You'll go?
Aye. You'll probably be late for that, too.
Nay, Cassie.
Democracy, she says. Freedom, she says. You'd think we were all in bloody handcuffs.
Don't swear.
Eh? All right. Sorry, Mum. It's like living in Russia, she says. They tell us what to eat, what we can wear, where we can work, what furniture we can have. It's me that's in bloody Russia. Do this, don't do that, do t'other. Hand your money over, eat what's put in front of you. They talk about Siberia. It's no colder than our bed on a Saturday night when I'm late home from club. It's same old routine coming. I can feel it.
Like being back at Skeleton again, you mean?
Aye. Yeah, I'm glad Al Pat's away with her friend. I'd be ashamed to sit there and control myself.
Don't spill your ash on that rug.
We're ratepayers now, she says. You're householder now. I said I know. It's me you're rant at now instead of that flaming landlord. She used to wear herself out on that landlord. I get the lot now.
Did I see you flick your ash in your trouser bottoms? There's a fire back there.
It's an habit.
Aye, and a muckian. Don't do it.
She's just the same as she was when we lived at Skeleton. Do this, don't...
Polly?
I'm off to club. Tell me, Dad, I shall vote for him.
I'll not need to tell him. He'll have heard. He's only 5 streets away. Stormy weather.
Tell him you have to vote for now.
Well, tell him you will and then do as you please. He'll know no different.
Should be glad to have him out of the house with nice people coming.
Nice people?
Mr. Woolley's asked if he can use our front room as a committee room tomorrow.
I see.
They live in a semi-detached up Ponty Lane.
Oh, they must be nice then, if they live up Ponty Lane.
Can I borrow your tea service for tomorrow?
Shall we lend us tea service to the opposition? They're nice people.
Gonna drown the sorrows in drink, are they?
I'll come for it in the morning.
She's got nice people coming. It's gone to her head, not having rent to pay.
She's suffering from an old working class ambition, is Ethel. To be middle class. Where's Dad?
He's out canvassing on the estate.
Why didn't you show me?
Thought you needed a rest, he said.
Look where the wind's blown in.
Hello, love. Eileen with you?
No, he's Sam here.
Is he not at his house?
No, I was to go fishing with him. Did he wait for me long?
I don't think he can have.
Oh, he waited a fair while. I know he did. He thinks a lot of you, you know.
I'm sorry I have to wait while you tell him. My dad won't let me come fishing.
Is that why you've come? To say you were sorry?
Yes.
Hey, does your dad know you've come?
No.
You told Eileen, though?
No, I thought Sam would take me straight back in his car.
He's got no petrol, love, even if he was here. He'll not want to walk back across Pitfields in dark, I suppose.
I'll take him.
Oh. Sorry. You should have waked me. How long have I been off?
About an hour or so.
Oh, I've got to go. I'm supposed to be picking up Taffy Dent for canvassing.
Ah, I'm one of the electorate. Try me.
You're committed.
Am I? What makes you think so?
You're your dad's lass, aren't you?
You think so?
He was on at me again about that bit of land that was left to me dad. Who wants to buy it?
Wouldn't he tell you?
No, he wouldn't. He said he couldn't.
He didn't tell me.
I asked him if it was for houses. He'd not tell me that neither. Just that it would help Taffy.
In what way?
Justify him, he said. What's that supposed to do? Give him his years back? Just wants me to sell.
You can't sell, can you?
Not unless me dad's declared dead.
Maybe I'll find that he is dead. Not curious, even.
This chap that's left you. Well, he has, hasn't he?
I think that's my business.
Don't you think this other is my business, then?
It's different, isn't it?
Aye, it's different. You had a choice.
A choice?
You chose to feel as you did. It's a luxury in life.
You think so?
I've got to go.
Yes, I think you should.
You shouldn't have got me started. You shouldn't have started me off.
You've no kind of life, have you?
I've what I want. How about you, then? Still managing to live inside yourself, are you?
No.
Surprised you stopped round here. We all expected you to move on when you came back after the war.
That was in my mind.
Well, what stopped you?
When you're away for years like I was, you live in two different worlds. I like the one I left, for all the little it gave us before the war. I belonged to it, wanted it back. I was homesick for 5 years. Then I came back.
Not what you remembered, was it?
No, not altogether. I thought of it as it ought to be. And when I came back, I thought we could make it like that. I was wrong, though, wasn't I?
Why?
We all see it different. It's a different world for everyone that lives in it, happen. What's so special about mine I should want everybody else to live in it? What's yours like that makes it less than mine?
What happened you'd not thank me to take you into mine?
I'd have taken you into mine. For what it's worth.
You mustn't say things like that.
Wanted you to know.
I've always known. That time before Alan came back. Thought about it sometimes. You can't put the clock back. Not sure as I'd want to. One day is better than another. Or worse. Go now.
Aye.
Glad you came.
Aye.
I'm just giving him a wipe over. For your nice friends.
I'll, not be needing them now, Polly.
Oh?
No. His wife came round, Mrs. Woolley.
Nice, was she?
Yes, all right, Polly, you've made your point. She was nice, anyway.
Only they don't want to use your house for committee rooms. Is that it?
That's what she said, eh?
Not good enough for him, is it?
Nothing to do with the house. Got lots of cars carrying voters for them. It's the parking.
I hope they send one for me. I told him when they came round. I said, I know it's only 2 streets away, but I've got a bad leg.
Are you voting for Woolley?
No, I'm not. Not got a bad leg, either. I always do it, though. Well, they're that nice to you. Makes you feel important, you know. There's plenty of parking round here, anyway.
Well, she said that she heard that kids threw stones at cars round here.
Did you tell her it was because they're not used to them?
Well, they don't throw stones at cars. Anyway, she said they'd made other arrangements. She was very nice, understanding. She thought we got the house lovely. She never thought you could do as much with houses like these, she said. Anyway, I'm sorry I put you to the trouble.
No trouble. I'll use them for our lot.
Can I give you a hand tomorrow?
Aye, if you can spare time.
Hello.
Well, knock on the wall when you want me.
Aye, I will. You know, Jack took his lists off.
I'll see you later, then.
I made them for tomorrow.
I'm having mine today.
I didn't make one for you. You've only come to see me 'cause coast's clear, haven't you?
Oh, is Grandad out canvassing?
You know very well he is. Why aren't you?
I went to Taffy's. There was nobody in. Something must have called round for him. Can I have some butter on this?
You'll have Marge and like it. Where have you been, anyway?
Asleep in the deep.
Les came.
What for?
For you. to take him fishing.
I forgot.
He came late to say he was sorry you'd had to wait for him. His dad wouldn't let him come. He thought you'd be mad at him because he kept you waiting in for him.
What'd you tell him?
I told him you'd waited. Where else could I tell him?
What are you doing that for?
I can change my mind, can't I?
Good some sense then.
You can put it like that, I suppose.
You wanted to be like him, didn't you?
No. Not exactly that.
Something about them that appeals to you.
In a way, happen.
Somewhat I've not got.
Who said that? I didn't.
You hurt me, do you know that?
I didn't mean to.
I knew what was going on in your head. You compared me to them, found me wanting. You always wanted me to be different, didn't you? And I knew. And I tried at times.
Yeah.
See, you didn't even notice.
You should have told me.
What should I have said? Look at me, Ethel, I'm different.
Daft thing.
Aye. Daft, aren't I?
I meant I love you.
How is it now?
I'll be right.
How long had you been sitting on that wall when I come up?
Not so long. It's a bad night.
Right, we can blame it on the weather.
Blame what, Jack?
When bloody Tories got in. You've lost your fight, Taffy. What do you want to stand against me for? Look at the state you're in, you poor old bugger.
I wanted to be in office when we get what we've always wanted round here. It's coming, Jack. Work. It's coming.
Is Corby tied up in it?
And if he was, would you say nay to it because of that?
He's a red rag to me, is Corby.
Don't let the red rag rule you. I remember a meeting before the war down at Welfare, and I remember you saying that others should reap what we should sow, or some such. What's different now from then?
I want to see summat before I die.
Aye, it's age. It's senior time coming to an end. It's caught me up before me due. I was entitled to see it through a bit longer. It'll fall to the next lot, not to us.
Aye, and look at 'em.
Oh, nay. Faults on us if they're lacking. Us and nature. Them as can do the best.
You put more faith in life than what I do, Taffy.
I need a bit of that, too.
You were to wait till Sam came. You promised me.
I thought I'd get on and meet him there. I went on the estate. Now, come to think of it, we said Cuddy Road in.
You listen to me in future. You rely on nobody. Up the stairs.
Have patience.
Patience?
I'll see you again, Jack.
You'll get in, Taffy, you know that, don't you?
Well, we'll see.
Oh, well, what are you doing here?
Making up for your bloody shortcomings.
I was here before. Where is he?
Up there, where he should have stopped. I found him on the estate with his legs given way and nobody to look to him.
He was to wait till I came. I was late, that's all.
Aye, late.
No, Grandad.
You're a slice off that rubbish that spawned you, that's what you are. You give note for Taffy, don't know what he stands for. I know what you've been up to. Driving him round like a bloody benefactor. I know what your bloody purpose is.
Let it all come out, Grandad.
Yeah, I'll not waste breath on you. I'll not waste breath. You feel naught for nobody but yourself, you do.
That slice of rubbish that spawned me. He could feel, though, couldn't he? It was feeling took him off with another woman, wasn't it? Feelings. I know about bloody feelings. The way you used to feel when you took that belt off to me. Aye. You feel it now, don't you? You'd love to get that bloody belt off to me, wouldn't you, Grandad? Feelings. Like Alan Dakin for me mum. Is that what you mean? And hers for him.
She did it for a roof over your bloody head.
Did she? Did she? I watched her once, dressing up to go out with him. It weren't for a roof over her head. She was a woman wanting a man. I didn't know it then, but I bloody know it now. Want, need, feeling. Me poor mum. Me poor bloody mum. Dressing up for a plank like Alan Dakin, for all she could hope for in her life.
You're an insult to her. You're a mould on the breath of her life.
By God, Grandad, I wish you were a lad. A youth and your fettle. I'd leather the bloody daylights out of you.
Feeling something, are you? Are you? That makes a bloody change.
Cassie.
I've got nothing to say to you, Sam.
Oh, Cassie.
I've got nothing to say to you.